So welcome friends. Today we are going to discuss find number of island. So I'll try to explain the problem statement here. So given a matrix of zeros and 1, okay. So given a matrix of zeros and 1, let's say 1 0 1 0 1. So 1 is considered as land and your 0 is water, and all the connected ones are called island, right? So what we have to do here is, so all the connected ones, so in this case horizontally or vertically. So let's just take let's ignore diagonally for the timing, just let's take horizontal or vertical. So these two are together, these three are together, so this forms one island, this is my second island, and if you see here, this is my third island. So all the connected ones are actually the island. Then the problem statement is to find the number of island. In this case your answer should be 3. So how do we do it? So at this point I'll suggest you guys to pause the video and think about it. Okay, so now you have already thought about this problem statement. How will we do it? So consider, so the idea is we go and traverse one by one. Okay, so first we traversed to the first element. So now this is, oh sorry, so the idea is to traverse one by one to each element, and if we have a 1, we go and find his neighboring ones, right? And we keep on doing it till we cannot find any one, and then we increment the count to 1. So that's my one island. So in this case, let's say I mark the element which is 1, right? So what I do, first I went to this one, right? Now I go and find his neighboring one. So in this case, these two, and this is 0, so that's nothing. But when I went here, I marked this as visited, and now this is 1, and now I go and find his neighbor. So these two all were 0, so I go back to this one, and none of the neighbor remaining. So now I went to this 0, which I don't have to traverse. So now this is my second one, where my first neighbor is this, which is 0, so I don't have to do anything. I came back, the second neighbor is this one, right? And now for this one there are two neighbors. This is the first one, so this is 1, and the neighbor for this is this and this. This is already visited and also a 0. This is also a 0, so I don't do anything. So I come back, I go to his second neighbor, which is 0, so I don't have to do anything. And then for this I come back at this particular element. So now when I come back, so that's my island, right? Similarly for the first case, so this was my island, and in this case these three were my island. And now what I do, I continue to the next element. So my main pointer was first here, and then we went here, okay, and then we go here, it's 0, we go here, it's already visited, so I don't do anything. Already visited, this is 0, this is already visited, 0 0 0 0, this is a 1. So now what I do, I mark this as visited and go and find his neighbor. So this is 0, and the previous one is, next one is the 1, so I go and mark this as visited and come back, because there is no neighboring one, so I come back here and increment the count to 1 plus. So this is my third island. Now I go back, and now this is done, this is visited, this is a 0, this is a 0. So this is how I actually solved it. um, let's now, and what's the time complexity of this? So for every element I go and find all the neighboring ones, and if it is already visited, I don't go and find it. So actually at I go and visit every row and column. So the time complexity is O n cross m. Now let's go to the code walkthrough of this. Let's get to the code part of finding number of islands. So I have already written the test cases and some helper function as well. So let's get to the code part of it. So what I am doing so far, this is just a check if number of so if the matrix is empty, so if the row length is 0, then we return 0, and we are just assigning number of row and call of that matrix. That's it. And I'm also preparing a matrix for visited to mark whether the particular element is visited or not. So this is just to prepare that matrix of boolean. So by default the value will be false. So now let's start the code of it. So what exactly we have to do here? So we have to loop over the row and column. and if the element is 1 and not visited, we go and visit all the neighbors of it, right? So let's loop over all elements. Now if the element is if the matrix element is 1 and not visited, so I go and visit all the neighbors, right? And when I'm done visiting it, I just increment my count, right? So this is the main part of traversal. So I have to go and visit each, but now for each node I have to do DFS and visit all neighboring ones, all connected one, and keep on doing till I can find connected ones, right? So how I'm gonna do this part? So what happens, I need row number. So what happens for a particular matrix element, what could be the neighboring element? So one is, let's say, the top of it, one is the bottom of it, one is to the left, one is to the right, one is diagonal, the bottom left. So if we consider even the diagonal as connected, then we have to do the bottom left, the bottom right, top left, and top right. So these are the possible options, right? So let's say row numbers. Okay, so what is my row number? It's more of a test case. Sorry, it's more of the all possible element. Call number will be same. Okay, so now what are the possible neighbors of an element? So if so the current element minus 1 and current element current row minus 1, current call minus 1, right? So this is my first possibility. What's the other one? So let this be as minus 1. So in minus 1 I can again go and say 0, which is my left element. So if I'm saying minus 1 row minus 1, current row minus 1 and call as same, then that's the left element. What's the other possibility? This remains same. Now this is my plus 1, right? As in 1. This is 1, right? Now I can do for, if this, similarly I can do for all the possible neighbor, right? So these are my possible uh, neighbors. So minus 1 1, so minus 1 1, minus 1 0, minus 1 1 0 1. So why we are doing it in this way is because let's say let's say the initial question was just to find horizontal and vertical. So now my test case will change to 4 neighboring elements, so the top, bottom, left and right. But in case people keeps on adding that what could be counted as connected ones, then we can just add it to these number and solve it in one go. So let's mark this element as visited. So now my this particular element is visited. Oh, I'm passing call row call. So my these are visited. Now what I have to do, k equal to 0. What are the possible so 8, because there are 8 possible neighbors for it. And now if I say if, first of all, is safe, and what does it safe does is safe tells you whether the particular element is within the range of matrix or not. So if it is safe to visit, safe also checks whether the element is visited or not. So if it is already visited, it will return false. So now if it is not visited, what I have to do, I go and visit all the neighbors in recursive manner. So the current matrix, now my row will be actually this, and my column is actually this. I also have to pass visited. So now this, what it does is to go, it will go and find all the neighbors. The possible neighbors are these. It will go and find all the possible neighbor, and then when we come back here, it will count. It will just increment the count of islands which are connected ones. So now if I go and run the test cases for this, I've already written a test case. I'll show you. So yeah, all three test case passed. So this is my one sample test case where the number of island was 5. In this case, actually all ones are connected. If you see, all ones are connected. So number of islands are 1. If the elements are, if there are no elements in it, the output should be 0. So I have written these three test cases. And also we can run a benchmark. I'll show you the benchmark input. That's not like really huge, but it's huge. I can even make it bigger. So my this is my benchmark input. Now if I run this benchmark, we can see how's it performing overall. So as it, the time complexity is O n cross m, so it will be a little huge, but yeah, 1630 nanosecond per operation, not really big. So yeah guys, I'm done with the question. So if you have a better way to do this problem, let me know, put a comment in my video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye until my next video.